What's up, guys? Well, today we got another issue with the 379 where brakes are not releasing. Well, not all brakes, but one side of the brake, when I pull my parking brake and when I release it, the brake doesn't release. So the actual I think it's either S-cams or slack adjuster. It's either out of whack. I tried adjusting the brake, but that didn't do much difference. You know, and the funny thing is, sometimes we'll release it right away. Sometimes literally I have to go, you know, just a little bit in reverse, and then it releases it, and then I can go forward. Or if I kind of, you know, push it a little bit, it will release, but it's dragging almost. So I don't want to mess up my brand new Bridgestone tires that I put on. So I'm on my way to parking, to my yard, you know, get the fenders. You know, that's the thing with the good fenders and beautiful fenders that you have in a truck. Every time you have to do anything, you have to pull them fenders off, and honestly, it's not that easy. I mean, it's not that hard, but you know, that's just extra work to pull the fenders off, and to, you know, so you can pull the wheels off and brakes off. So we'll see if the S-cams are getting a little bit, you know, if the bushings are getting out of whack, or it's just a slack adjuster. You know, but other than that, you know, truck ran pretty good, you know, since my rebuild. I'm gonna call it rebuild, but you know, the guys at the CAT did everything under the warranty, so you know, they did most. I would say they did 90% everything on the motor, so you know, they did a pretty good job. I developed a couple of small oil leaks on oil pan, which is common with the CAT, unless you use, you know, they use just a regular gasket, and I just learn from the past. If on these old motors like N14 and you know 3406, you know, either E or B, if you don't use like a gray silicone, 99.9% it's just gonna leak. It's not bad, it's not like you're losing any coolant, but it's making a big mess underneath the truck. So they said, you know, bring it back in when you're due for oil change, and they'll redo it, which it's not that easy. I mean, it's not that hard to do it. I might even do it by myself, but yeah, other than that, you know, I had I think I did like 5 loads since they did everything. And my last trip, I developed almost like a ticking sound, and to me it sounded like exhaust manifold. So kind of checked everything, you know, went around the exhaust manifold, everything looked good, and so I started looking a little bit more and more and more, and you know, finally I did found the turbo, the 4 bolts where the turbo meets with the exhaust manifold. They were completely loose. I turned them with my hand, so that's where I was losing. Believe it or not, I was losing almost 15 psi, 10 to 15 on the turbo. So fixed that, you know, just tightened the 4 bolts, and it was literally like driving a different truck. It made such a big difference. But yeah, those little things, I always tell everybody, those little things, you have to pay attention, and I don't blame, you know, there's a metal gasket there, and maybe they didn't torque it right, maybe they did, I don't know. But you know, the metal gaskets from the past, what I learned is they lose once you torque them. And if you put, let's say, 10,000 miles on them, you have to recheck them and retorque them, because for whatever reason, after they get hot and cold, they just need to be retorqued. I don't know why, but they do. So, but you know, other than that, they did a pretty good job. You know, the first time that they finished the motor, I noticed my jakes were a little bit weaker. So went back, they ran the overhead and set the jakes again, and you know, that made a huge difference too. So you know, so far so good. So yeah, I'll try to make a little video on my S cam and on my slack adjuster, and we'll let you guys know. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.